Hi Flosstube, welcome to my Flosstube channel. I'm Stephanie and this is Steph.Xstitch. You can find me here and on Instagram as the same name, Steph.Xstitch. So this is a little bit of an extra video. I thought that I would show you some of my recent haul and the whips that I mentioned in my first video, so the timeout whips. So yeah, we'll just get into that. So I found this cross-stitch kit in a charity shop. It's still a full kit. So it's got a bookmark to make and a keyring. I don't think I'm going to make the keyring, but I am going to try and make the Thomas the Tank Engine. Probably turn it into a bookmark, being there's all the materials there. So that's my first purchase, and that's going to go in my collection. Which I will have to show you at some point if that's something you'd be interested in. I have a big box of full kits that obviously at some point I do need to work through. So yeah, if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments and then I can make a video all about that. And then the rest of this now is a Happy Mail haul. So I had a purchase from Cross and Crafts. So I had some just threads that I needed for a project, material, and I will show you a sneaky peek of a new start. I'm not going to share any details on what it is because I will do that in my next video, but this is a 20 count, easy count, and so far I have that very tiny little start, which you get to see very soon, hopefully, with more stitches in it. So I'm going to just pop that over there. I'll sort that out later. And then I found Hobbycraft had a sale and I had a voucher to use, so I got some Happy Mail haul sent to me from that. So I found this little mini kit. I thought it was really cute, so that was on sale, so I got that one. And I have lots and lots of fabrics. So I have, let's see, so this is all the 14 count. So I have this one, and a pink, and a light blue, a navy blue, and and then just black and white. And then I have 16 count. I have a cream ivory one and 2 whites. These are all for magazine designs, magazine patterns that I wanted to kit up, so this is going to come in handy. And I have 2 whites, 18 counts, so that's a nice bit of stash now for my collection. So that is the haul. So then I thought that I would share my other whips. Now these are whips that right now aren't getting worked on. If you watch my Flosstube number 1, you will see the ones that I'm going to be currently rotating through. These are mostly seasonal. There's a few Christmas, and then the plan is once I finish one of the other ones, I can bring one of these back out and carry on with that. So I'm just gonna do a quick, a lot of these don't have very many stitches on. I started them for Christmas Day and a New Year start on the 2024, and I started way too many. Decided this is, you know, too much. So yeah, I'm just trying to filter through. So my first one is Halloween Hangings. This is by Belinda Carl's Nace, and it is from an issue of World of Cross Stitch magazine. So this is on a 14 count Ada, and that's as far as I got. So I was starting with the pumpkins, and that's as far as I got, and then Halloween came and went and I didn't want to stitch Halloween anymore. This one I don't have the full image, so this is from Cross Stitcher magazine. So this is what it will look like when it's done. It's called China Blue by Leslie Tier, and it's a very, very small start, and this is literally all I have. So that's just the thread. It was mostly, like I said, it was a Christmas Day start, so I just started a lot that I had ready, and just didn't get back to them by the middle of January because obviously I broke my ankle and I wasn't, you know, at the time I didn't know I'd broken it. I just thought that it bad sprain, but yeah, I was dealing with that and I just didn't get through to a lot of these ones. So that's where they are. This one is one that I'm considering UFOing. I like the patterns. This is called Recollections, and it's by a company called Groves and Banks, and it's on an 18 count. It's a kit, so I really like the image. I'm just finding that it's not as good when I'm stitching. Obviously it is quite creased because I've had it working on, I think I started this one in July 24. So obviously as you, the pattern split into 2 pages, so this is like the second page, so I started on the boy. I know it's an older kit, I can't find a year on it, but I know it's an older kit, but I'm finding that the colours look a little dull, I guess is the right word. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to want to continue on this one. I'm going to hopefully come back to it at some point and decide, but I'm not too sure. And this is called Warm Meeting by Magic Needle. This is a very poor start. I'll pop it against the board. I mean, you can see more needle minder than you can see stitching. So that is all I got, which is the yeah, it's this little bow on his collar. But yeah, it's still a start. Next one is Mickey Mouse, and this is by Designer Stitches. It's an 18 count kit, and it is part of the Country Gentleman collection. And my poor start on this is one of his ears, which is why you can see why these are on a timeout. Oh, right, okay, so I've just got notes here. So right, so this one is Touch the World by a company called Jiffy, and I think that's a really cute one. It's only a small one, I think it's 5 by 7 inches, and it's designed by Ruth J and Bill D Moorhead. So that is Touch the World. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the start. I started at the bottom on this one, so I started with the bubbles. So let me try and, oh, there we go. You can just about, yeah, you can just about make out. I started with the white just because I sometimes find white's probably the toughest one to do, or the, you know, the most boring one at times. So I did that one first. This one was a Stitch Along, Christmas in July Stitch Along 2024 by Cotton Club Crafts. They brought 4 different parts out. The issue I had, as you can probably already see, I started on the first one, and by the time the second one came out, I was worrying that I'd cut my fabric too short, which I sort of have. So it took me a while. It just literally fits it in. Very, I didn't obviously work that one out right. By that time, I think all 4 of them were out, and I decided not to carry on with it because obviously it had gone past Christmas in July, and I decided I'll do it at Christmas for the one just gone, and that didn't happen. As this is a digital pattern, I will pop a picture somewhere on the screen. I'll figure out how to do that, add a picture in of what the 4 parts look like together. So I'm going to try and do this now, Christmas in July 2025, and see how that one works. So I have, yeah, the next couple now are also Christmas, and it was just a case that I was working on them in December, with it being the first Christmas since I lost my mum. I I didn't feel, when it got to December, I just didn't really feel very Christmassy, so I just didn't really end up working on them. So Christmas in July. So this one is Festive Elf Bauble from World of Cross Stitch magazine, and it is on a plastic Ada, which I've not used before. Just hold that there. Yeah, so I managed to get quite a bit of it done, but it's very hard to hold because I stitch in hand, so it's very hard, and with it being a small piece of material, so when it's done it will look something like that. So yeah, so again, Christmas in July. And this one I haven't got a picture for because it's off Etsy, so I'll pop another image up of what it looks like. And this is Cute Elf by Stitch Patterns Design over on Etsy, and I decided to do this on a like a glittery fabric that I had. I think it's a 14 count. Glittery fabric's really difficult. I've never used it before, and I thought with it being white with gold, I don't even know if I can, there we go, you can just about see the sparkle. But yeah, with it being a white one with gold, I thought it would be quite easy. It's really difficult. I mean, I managed to stitch his little face. Yeah, so hopefully gonna carry on with that when it's a when Niederminder just flew away. There we go, found it. Pop it there, I'll sort that out soon. So yeah, hopefully I will get back to them when it's a bit more seasonal. I'm gonna quickly share a couple. These are stamped printed kits that I found on AliExpress and Temu. I do have quite a few of these that I bought because they were really cheap and I was interested in giving them a try. These ones are more of a full coverage one. They're a little bit difficult to try and share, which is why they are on this pile, not my regular whips. And you'll see why in just a second. So these they all come, they're all 11 count, the ones I've got. They all seem to be the same company, so MNLS Precision, and then they come with all of the flosses. You have a big long floss drop, and the pattern is printed onto the Ada. So that's obviously, I know that looks really random. Obviously these aren't the colours that you get, they correspond with one of the threads. So I have tried to, so I've done some of this green and I've done that white and I've done a bit of this purple. Yeah, you can see where I was doing the purple last time I worked on it. So they're quite tough to try and share progress on because obviously they're already coloured. What I tend to do with these, I find these are good for kind of a mindfulness thing more than regular cross stitch, because you don't obviously need the pattern, they're already, that is your pattern right there. So I tend to just choose one colour and then just, you know, pick a section, work that colour through. So it's kind of like a colour by number, paint by number type situation. So I find that quite fun, and it's good if you're trying to like watch something and you want to concentrate more on what you're watching rather than the counting a pattern. So it's not for everyone, but I think that if you're interested in it, it's quite a fun addition to cross stitching, which, I mean, it is cross stitching, but it's quite a fun addition to cross stitch without it being very, you know, counted based. So this one is another one I'm doing, that's a dolphin one, and this one, again, I just kind of go to the left, so that's roughly, it doesn't look like it's gonna turn out that good looking at that, but we shall see. So I've done some of this, filled in a lot of this section here, and let me see, and then I've been filling in the purple all around. So yeah, so that is another whip. I do work on, well, I'm working on this one more at the moment, but I do work on one of these. It's just, as I said, they're a little bit different, which is why I didn't share them on the last video. So that is all. It's going to be a nice short one today. It's just a little, it was originally going to be a Flosstube extra, but I think it's just easier if I call it Flosstube number 2. Just so I don't confuse people. So yeah. So I just wanted to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for everyone who has already watched the first one, who's liked, commented, subscribed. I've been really, really shocked by how many people have already viewed the video and already subscribed, and yeah, I'm just kind of in a bit of shock. I thought there was going to be about 5 people that maybe watched it, and they'd all be people that knew me already. So yeah, I've just been felt really welcomed and kind of blown away a little bit. I have been stitching this past week. I will share that, as I said in my first one. I was originally going to do a Flosstube around about once a month, so I will try and do one in a few more weeks. I just thought that as it's been such a great response to the first one, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, and then I had a bit of a haul, so I thought I may as well show that off so I can start organising it and popping it away. And I remembered that I had some whips that you hadn't seen, so I thought that I would share those, and I'm still not looking in the right place on the camera, so hopefully I will learn how to do that at some point. So yeah, I would just, again, like I said, like to say thank you to everybody who's already reached out and commented and liked and subscribed. I would love it if you are interested, of course, to think about subscribing for when I do another video, and if you would love to come and follow me over on Instagram on my Cross-Stitch account, you're very welcome to, and you can always message me and have a chat about cross-stitch or anything. So yeah, I look forward to making some stitchy friends, hopefully. So yeah, thank you again, and I hope that you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of my fabric haul and some more whips that are still on a timeout, and I will see you again very soon for more stitching progress. So thank you very much for watching, happy stitching everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye!